There's a growing number of people choosing to watch shows illegally.
5 people have been jailed for a total of more than 30 years for illegally streaming.
Millions of people are now choosing to watch shows illegally, and it is becoming a bigger and bigger problem here.
You can't legally watch your favorite NBA team play basketball. The NBA has the most passionate fan base on the planet, and it charges you $150 a year for fans to watch games on its official streaming service. So why can't you actually watch your team play? Why are millions of paying customers blocked from watching the product they pay for? And why does even people all around the world, who are even in LeBron James' inner circle, using illegal streaming sites? Well, it turns out the NBA has built a system where blocking their own fans is more profitable than letting them watch games. And today I'm going to show you exactly how that system works. Don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe if you rock with this type of content. What most people believe about sports broadcasting is that it simply evolved from cable to streaming, just like everything else in our digital lives. You might assume that watching your favorite NBA team is as simple as just subscribing to NBA League Pass, just like you subscribe to Netflix or Disney+. But there's something real strange happening here. In this year's playoffs, I tried to watch the Pacers and the Knicks play a crucial playoff game.
Shamet, long shot, that's it. The Indiana Pacers are 1 win away from the NBA.
Despite playing for League Pass, I was still hit with the blackout notice. I ended up hunched over my laptop watching a pixelated buffering stream that was 2 minutes behind in real time. When Tyrese hit that shot in Game 1, I got the notification on my phone before I even saw it happening. And I'm not alone in this terrible experience. Imagine this. You're a Knicks fan living in New York. You pay $150 for NBA League Pass. It's game time. You open the app, and it says, "This game is not available in your area." It's not a glitch. It's by design. If you're a Thunder fan in Oklahoma, a Lakers fan in LA, or even a Celtics fan in Boston, you're blocked from watching the team you care the most about. But why would the NBA deliberately prevent its most dedicated fans from watching their local teams? When I looked at the data, I found something shocking. In 2024, an estimated 17 million people watched the Super Bowl on illegal streams. A recent survey found that over 50% of sports fans who pay for subscriptions still use pirated services monthly. Sport right holders are losing an estimated $28.3 billion annually to piracy, and the consequences are becoming deadly serious. In July 2023, a group of 5 people in the UK were sentenced to jail for operating a sports piracy ring. The ringleader received 11 years in prison, a longer sentence than many get for violent crimes. But this isn't just about fans trying to get something for free, or criminals making money. It's about a fundamentally broken system that's driving otherwise law-abiding citizens to break the law just to watch their favorite teams. To watch your local NBA team, you need something called a regional sports network, or RSN as we'll call it. Think of these as specialized TV channels that exist primarily to broadcast your local team's games. They produce the broadcast, hire the commentators, and own the exclusive rights to show the games in your area. In New York, that's MSG Network. That's $310 a year. In LA, Spectrum Sportsnet, $240 annually. In Chicago, that's NBC Sports Chicago, $200 a year. But here's the thing, even if you're willing to pay these prices, in many areas you cannot literally get access to these channels without a traditional cable package. And this is where it gets interesting. To understand what's really happening, we need to look at how we got here, and how this system is so different from what we see in other countries. The first modern regional sports network was created in the 1970s by Charles Dolan, and yes, that's James Dolan's father, who founded what would become an MSG network. These RSNs thrived through a brilliant business model, which was being bundled into cable packages. Even if you never watched sports, you were paying for these channels, up to $8 per month hidden in your cable bill. The system flourished, and when everyone had cable, everything changed. Cable subscriptions plummeted over 30% since 2011. Meanwhile, sports rights fees kept skyrocketing. The NBA just signed a $76 billion media deal. Now I want to be clear about something. This isn't simply about greedy executives. There are structural reasons to why this system still even exists. The RSNs are caught in the middle of a massive problem. Bally Sports, which broadcasts games for 16 NBA teams, filed for bankruptcy in 2023. Media policy expert John Bergmayer, who has testified before Congress on this issue, explained that, quote-unquote, piracy is usually a response to a market failure, when content providers fail to make stuff accessible to the people who want to watch it. Former NBA Commissioner David Stern admitted before his death that the blackout system was outdated. Even current commissioner Adam Silver acknowledged in a 2023 interview that, quote unquote, there's no doubt that we need to reimagine these relationships. The contrast to other countries is shocking. In the UK, while Premier League games are split between providers, there are no blackout games based on your location. In Spain, a single subscription to La Liga TV gets you every single game. And in Australia, the NBA League Pass actually works. There's no blackout games whatsoever. And the contrast with other American leagues is what makes you think too. If you want to watch an NFL game, it's one subscription on Sunday Ticket. It gets you every out-of-market game. But what about the local games? It's free on broadcast TV. This reveals a pattern that challenges how we think about sports broadcasting. The blackout rules weren't designed for a streaming era. They're relics of a cable monopoly trying to preserve itself in a world that's already moved on. So what does this all mean? It's not that the NBA doesn't want fans to watch games. It's that they're trapped in a business model that no longer serves the modern fan. There are trade-offs here that we need to consider. NBA owners like James Dolan own both teams on RSNs. The Lakers signed a $3 billion deal with Spectrum. The Warriors created their own RSN valued at $4 billion. Some would argue that RSNs provide value through high-quality local coverage, hometown announcers who know the team intimately, and in-depth analysis you won't get from national broadcast. That's a fair point. But the question isn't whether RSNs can produce good content. It's whether forcing fans into an outdated distribution model makes sense in 2025. These blackouts aren't about protecting ticket sales. That excuse might have made sense in the 1960s, but now when tickets cost over $200 and arenas are already selling out, the blackouts serve for one purpose. It's forcing you into buying expensive cable packages that includes RSNs and keeping this outdated system on life support. But this approach comes at a cost. NBA viewership among young fans is declining rapidly. Gen Z watches about 50% less traditional TV than millennials did at their age. This is bigger than basketball. It tells us something fundamental about how industries either adapt to technological change or get left behind. The music industry faced this exact same crisis 20 years ago with Napster and LimeWire. The industry initially fought back with lawsuits and restrictions. Then they adapted. Now, for $10 a month, you can access virtually every song ever recorded on Spotify or Apple Music. Imagine if you could only listen to Drake on Apple Music and Taylor Swift on Spotify. That would be crazy, right? Yet that's precisely how sport broadcasting operates. The technology to fix this already exists. The tools are right there, ready to use. Netflix can stream to millions of people at once. YouTube can show different ads to different viewers of the same video. These aren't futuristic concepts. They're technologies we use every single day. The NBA doesn't need to invent anything new. They just need to use what already works everywhere else. Some teams are already breaking away. The Utah Jazz created their own streaming services that bypasses RSNs entirely. The Phoenix Suns moved games to local TV and streaming for literally half the money they were getting from RSNs. What's interesting about this is that the NBA's new media deal actually reduces protection for RSNs, suggesting the league already recognized the model is dying. But they're moving criminally slow and fans are suffering in the meantime. The next time you see a blackout message while trying to watch your favorite team, remember that this isn't a technical limitation, it's a business decision. We're witnessing the painful transition from an outdated model to whatever comes next. The question isn't whether the system will change, it's when, and how much damage will be done before it does. Until meaningful change happens, even people in LeBron James' camp won't react differently to using streamies, and so will millions of other basketball fans who simply want to watch the sport they love. What's your experience trying to watch NBA games? Have you found workarounds? Let me know in the comments. And if you rock with this type of content, don't forget to hit me with a like and subscribe, because fans deserve better than a system that's stuck in the past while the future of sports viewing passes it by. Peace.